Like, literally, this is just us doing our own thing, right? He's Ro.
She's Meg.
It's Meg and Ro in the morning. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
I'm Megan, and today I'm drinking a smoothie. If you're watching the video version, you've probably seen me drink a lot of smoothies. My order from Smoothie King is the Hulk strawberry with raspberries and blueberries. And it's my favorite, and it's really good.
Nice.
And I've been craving it a lot this week.
You do, and you get the 32 ounce.
I do get the 32 ounce because it's like a meal for me.
Yeah, I'm not like you can spread it out throughout the day.
Yeah.
Or throughout your morning.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout your morning. I am Ro, and I forgot my drink at my table, but I got the blended standpipe with almond milk. Just trying to like limit my amount of dairy, or trying to go like plant-based dairy, just to be like on the healthy side. And it tastes better. Like to me, it tastes better with almond milk.
Cool. Going vegan?
Switching it up.
Sounds good.
Just trying new things, because why not?
Exactly. And, you know, every little bit helps.
It does, yes.
So today we're going to talk about the Lufkin Mall. Yeah. But before we get into that, Ro, have you been watching any TV shows lately?
I'm on a movie frenzy, actually.
Okay.
Movie frenzy. What me and my mom do is everybody does. Scroll through Netflix, spend ages and ages finding the perfect movie. Mm-hmm. So what I've done is I go to the top 10 list of Netflix.
Right.
And just randomly choose one of the top 10.
Uh-huh.
We watched one. I'll put up the title of what I watched because I can't remember right now. It was a really, really good movie too. The one we just finished recently is Snowden, by Ed Snowden, the guy that cracked
the whistleblower.
Yeah, the whistleblower about Verizon hacking, all that kind of stuff. That's a really good movie too. Mm-hmm. I just been on a movie frenzy. I like a lot of drama movies.
Sure.
That can like teach you and life lessons, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm on, a movie frenzy right now.
I tend to be a rewatcher of things because I find comfort in it.
Yes.
Although I did watch, if you've listened to one of our earlier episodes, I don't even remember which episode it was, but I mentioned how I watched Beastars. It's a Netflix original anime adapted from a manga. And somebody I knew in another life, Jonah Scott, he voice acts the main character, Legoshi. Beastars was really good. I really liked it a lot. It was very different. The animation style is very interesting. But besides that, I mean, I've watched a lot of new shows this year, which I'll be getting you into, and then we'll talk about at some point. But honestly, if I'm not watching like some new anime somebody's recommended, or Naruto, because I seem to always be watching Naruto at some point, I'm just watching YouTube, and it's like random
YouTube's a new
videos.
TV.
Shout out to Wendigoon. He makes a lot of iceberg videos. I was watching his iceberg on The Walking Dead last night.
What's an iceberg, real quick?
An iceberg is, okay, so you know how like people say it's the tip of the iceberg? Like an iceberg, you may see like the big point of it, but it's actually really big.
Correct.
So an iceberg video is like talking about all of the different elements, or sometimes conspiracy theories or whatever.
Okay.
So like the surface level, like what's above the water, the tip of the iceberg, is like stuff that everybody will know, right?
Gotcha.
And then you go further and further down. So I got into those because of Minecraft, and it would talk about like Minecraft theories and things that people don't know and all that kind of stuff. And Wendigoon, he's done ones on serial killers, on conspiracy theories. He did this one on The Walking Dead, and he's really cool.
The never-ending series.
Yeah, they should have ended it a long time ago. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Lufkin Mall.
The amazing mall.
Okay, so do you know what the concept of a dead mall is, Ro?
Like there's nothing there?
Pretty much.
Yes.
So the Lufkin Mall is becoming a dead mall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we were kids, and for reference, I was born in 99.
98.
And maybe the era of malls was already sort of starting to fade out when we were children.
A wee bit, yeah.
But I think that because of the age of ordering on the internet, and definitely because of the pandemic, malls are falling out of style.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lufkin Mall, unfortunately, is a victim of that.
100%.
And like when I was a little kid, like before age 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's reminisce for a second. I remember all of the really amazing things about the Lufkin Mall. It was like the coolest place to go,
Cool.
right?
Let's do one by one. You'll say one. I'll say one.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
The Hastings bookstore was my favorite place to go because they had a bunch of manga. Like, they had a really big manga section. And sometimes my grandpa Harbuck, shout out to you, Bob, it was just your birthday recently, he would come and pick me up and he would buy me a book. And
Nice.
that was a lot of fun.
Dope. GameStop was right beside Chick-fil-A. I would go there all the time and just like, for the video watchers, just like look up at the screen, have my neck hurting. Kind of like how Walmart used to be. You
Right.
look up at the screens and just like, oh my goodness, my neck hurts. But I'm playing Mario. It's cool.
I forgot. Ro had reminded me that GameStop was in the Lufkin Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like forever ago. I remember we bought some Wii games at that GameStop.
Oh, that was forever ago.
Because the Wii came out in what, 2005, 2006?
Something like, yeah,
We've
2006,
literally,
yeah.
was it 2006?
Yes. I think. I'll put it up.
Okay. So yeah, I had completely forgotten about that. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nostalgic. Okay, what's another one for me? The candy store.
Ooh, the best store
It was called
in the
Candy
mall.
Craze. And it was really small, like super small.
But really good.
And they had, it was like self-service, right? So they had all of these different containers of candy and little metal scoops. And you would take up a bag and you would put however much you wanted, and then they would weigh it at the end and calculate your price. And they had like jelly beans and gummy worms, different kinds of gummy candy, different kinds of chocolate candy, novelty candy. They had a lot of that. And it was like a treat to go there, right? Because if you just wanted to get like a huge bag of Dr. Pepper jelly beans, which are my mom and I's favorite, like you could. Or if you wanted to get like your own variety of jelly beans, you could. That was our big thing, was jelly beans, because they had a ton of jelly beans there.
I know they had the little Japanese or Chinese style box, like the carry out boxes.
Oh, like the takeout boxes?
Takeout
Yeah.
box, yeah. They had that, and then like little gift bags or whatever.
They had like,
stuff.
I feel like they had Webkins too, like little stuffed animals as well. And that was like my brother and I's favorite place to stop. It was a treat because it was expensive to go to for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But it was really cool and really fun. And I was very sad when they went out of business.
I was devastated too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get chocolate pretzels. Psych. You're gonna get a Great American cookie. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's like the only place they have in the mall now for like sweets.
Aeropostale was everybody's go-to when middle school and high school had a uniform restriction. We had to wear like polos and khaki shorts or khaki pants, and like different colored like it was either brown, beige, white, black, blue, polo shirts basically. Aeropostale was the store to go to during that time.
Pour one out for Hot Topic. I actually have some tea on that.
Really?
I do. So Hot Topic used to be in our mall. And I know that Hot Topic had like a different connotation in the early 2000s and late 90s. But like when I would go after I was like 10, which was in the 2010s, they had like anime and video game stuff, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like pop culture and
Right.
whatnot. It wasn't like a emo. I mean, they still had like emo and punk stuff, but it was becoming more like niche genre kind of things.
Correct.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I mean, I can't get sued because this is just what I heard from the grapevine, okay? I don't have like insider information. This is just what I heard from the grapevine. But apparently the reason they took Hot Topic out is because whoever runs the mall or like coordinates what stores they're gonna have decided that they didn't want to have a Hot Topic anymore because they brought in the wrong type of crowd.
That brought money in though.
That brought money in. So my favorite memories at Hot Topic, like my brother and I would always stop in. Like whenever we were at the mall, we would always want to stop in to see like what kind of anime stuff they got or what kind of video game stuff they got. I remember that right before Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out, Xander and I went to Hot Topic and got some Legend of Zelda shirts to wear for the release day.
Nice.
That was really cool. And it was just like, it was fun to go to, you know?
It really was. I got a shirt that had that said "Come at me, bro," like the hands coming out to you, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cool at the time. I was like, I'm gonna get it. What was it? The his and her shirts were popular in that store too. Like his queen or no, his king or her queen or something like that. With like the Mickey Mouse gloves pointing at each other.
Yeah.
The really cringy era. I was just like,
Oh, and then they started bringing in like Disney stuff, but that was like. Whoever works at the Lufkin Mall, like if you're one of those higher ups, the wrong kind of crowd. Are you kidding me? Like that's like the only people who came to the mall.
I was on Indeed before getting my other jobs before this one. It said that Hot Topic was looking for a manager.
They have literally that has been on Indeed since like 2018.
Oh man, yeah, I was looking for a manager, and I was like, Hot Topic's not in the store, bro.
No,
like, it's not in there no more.
There's been rumors about them like bringing actual cool stores to the mall for like over 5 years. For a while, there was a rumor that they were going to bring a Forever 21. There's been a rumor that they're bringing Hot Topic back. You know, there's a rumor that they were going to bring an H&M, and then like none of those stores
are there.
Have come up. Like they literally don't even have a pretzel place anymore.
They don't. That's what's sad. Like it's just
basically the Lufkin Mall is for, I would say, for families with young children.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because in our era, when you were like a middle schooler, high schooler, that was where you would go to like hang out with your friends, right?
Every Friday night. The mall was a place to go.
Right.
Nowhere else the mall was a place to go. Because at the time, Tilt was still around. There was like an arcade place.
Right.
There was
a mini golf place.
A neon light.
Black light.
Black light. There you go.
Black light mini golf.
Mini golf was there at the time too. Shoe department had like a little basketball thing in the back before they modernized it.
Right.
There was actually little fun stuff to do at the mall in the 2000s.
Right.
And a little bit later than 2010s. But slowly but surely, everything got modern and really boring.
I think that they prioritize like I said, families with young children, and I'm talking about probably children under the age of 10, right?
Kindergarten.
Because we walked around the mall yesterday, and that is basically all that they have. I mean, the biggest store they have is Victoria's Secret and Pink. And Bath and Body Works, and those two stores ate up Hot Topic and a couple of other places. There's a Claire's, there's like a children's place, and
Chick-fil-A's a OG there.
Chick-fil-A's been there forever. They will be there forever. Corn Dog 7 isn't there anymore.
Sadly, well, they are remote, so.
And like Corn Dog 7, I never went in there, but it was like comforting to know that it was there. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. When I would go to the mall, it was either that China Max or Chick-fil-A.
Right.
But I was just so happy to see Corn Dog 7. I'm like, I feel at home. Do you want something? No, not really. But I feel better now that I know that Corn Dog 7 is here.
Right. And it's like, it was honestly really sad for Ro and I to go because we remember the mall back when it was cool. And if
when there was life.
If you remember the Lufkin Mall when it was cool, like,
Shout
let us know.
To you. I appreciate your presence.
They don't even have like, what's that little girls store? It's like purple.
Maurice's?
No. That's blue. It's not in the mall anymore, but it had like stuff for girls. I want to say it was Journeys, but it's not called that. Because Journeys is the shoe store. Justice. Thank you so much. Justice went out of business. I mean, they have like an American Eagle. But I feel like
overpriced.
Yeah. We're never getting an American Eagle sponsorship. But I go to the Deerbrook Mall, which is in Humble. It's about an hour and 40 minutes south of Lufkin. And that in no way, shape, or form is a dead mall.
Not at all.
Not
at all. I don't go there often, but when I do go, it's
not the best mall in the world.
Correct.
But it's not a dead mall.
Yeah.
They have a K-pop store. They have a bar. Yeah.
I haven't been in a minute. Okay.
We need to go. Okay. We need to go.
K-pop.
They have a K-pop store. They have a huge Barnes and Noble. They have several like fandom stores. Oh gosh. There's one I can't remember the name of. but it's like really popular. It's not box lunch. There is a Hot Topic there. There's like 3 or 4 Journeys stores in there, like the shoe store. There's a shoe department. There's an H&M. There's a Forever 21. There's a Casa Olay. They have a huge food court. Like, it's really cool to go in there, right? And you have options. There's a Cotton On. I really like Cotton On. Whereas, like, there's, like, a very diverse array of people there, right? Like, families with children, college students, teenagers, middle schoolers. They even have, like, a Build-A-Bear workshop and a Claire's. So they have stuff for, like, kids, but they also are, like... It's stuff that everybody can enjoy, right? They have a movie theater there. They have a Visible Changes, which is where I get my hair cut. I mean, I shaved my head, but that is where I typically get my hair cut. And I feel like no matter when I go to the mall, there's always a lot of people there. Whereas we went to the Lufkin Mall.
Man, no, we opened up the mall, basically. Let's put it that way. We opened up and we were cleaning.
It was lunch. It was a little after lunchtime when we went. Yeah. And sure, it was the middle of the week. But I feel like when I remember being a kid, like, it didn't matter what time you went. There were always people in the mall. But everybody knows that, like, you don't go to the mall anymore. I feel like Target is the mall now.
You're right.
Like, Target is the place that, like, people just go to hang out now because the mall sucks so bad.
I'm going to put the video up. It's a little bit shaky because I was, like, walking with my phone, like, against my chest. And I don't want to be, like, super obvious, like, filming the mall. I don't want to be like that guy. But, yeah, you could tell on these videos that it's really, really slow. Now, we did go during the week. And we know, like, during the week it's not the busiest at all in any kind of store. Right. But still, you can tell, like, by the stores how many have closed down. That it's just dying slowly but surely. Like, Foot Action was a place just to go look at shoes, and Foot Action ain't there no more. Like, if you haven't been to the mall, yesterday was the first time I've been in the mall, other than TJ Maxx, actually in the mall since mid 2019. And I just don't go no more because it's kind of like boring.
It really sucks too, because, like, I feel like my little sister, she's 13. She's probably going to miss out on the hangouts at the mall, you know? Like, that's what my friends and I used to go do, is we would go hang out at the mall. And our mall, unfortunately, the Lufkin Mall, it sucks.
Just point blank.
And I don't know, I feel like in order to make it better, we would have to add back those stores, right? Like Hot Topic. Bring in a Forever 21 or an H&M, preferably an H&M because I think their clothes are better quality. Maybe a box lunch, which is like Hot Topic, but for adults. And like, I don't know. I feel like now that there is Texas Roadhouse in the mall parking lot.
It looks packed, but it's not packed.
It's not, because everybody is at Texas Roadhouse.
Correct.
So maybe, I mean, obviously the mall's still open and it's not completely dead, but you can tell it's dying. And I wonder, like, so what are the middle schoolers and high schoolers, like, doing these days? Obviously, we're in a pandemic.
You're right.
But let's pretend that we're not for a second. Where would these kids go to hang out? Like, kids need an outlet to go and, like, at least walk around and window shop, right? Because otherwise they're going to get into trouble. And so I feel like, I mean, downtown, I feel like, kind of replaced the mall, in a sense.
It kind of did. I mean, there is some stores that have Wi-Fi after hours. That you can just stand by the door or window, even though it's closed. You can, like, still use their Wi-Fi if you don't have a cell service on your phone or you have an iPad or something. I don't know. You can, like, walk around.
A lot of people play Pokemon Go downtown.
And people still go downtown at night, so it's a little bit safer, like, for an adult perspective. Like, having your kid walk around downtown at night, it's still lit up. There are people walking around. It's not, like, dangerous, but still, like, take precaution of, like, your surroundings, all that kind of stuff.
Right. I feel like because of Standpipe and the brewery, which is family friendly, there's several, like, different little boutiques and studios and things.
The good thing is, like, venues at downtown.
Right.
So even on a weekend, there's people up and down the streets.
Right. Because there's, like, always, like, a wedding or a quinceañera or something like that. But I mean, I think that's, again, I heard it through the grapevine, but I think it's really disappointing that whoever coordinates what kind of stores they get in the mall is really only prioritizing
Big brands.
Well, big
Not big brands,
brands
but
and like
normal
families with
people?
small children.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think that taking away Hot Topic was like it was one of the only places that like kids with like nerdy interests could go. Where do they go now? What are they gonna get into?
Yeah, I mean there is like a fandom store in the mall.
But it's very small.
It's very small. They have like cards. They have like anime flags, some action figures, little toys, little knickknacks here and there. That looks kind of cool. Like it looks.
No,
it's
definitely.
very
I think
lit
it's
up.
called Gamers Dugout.
Something like
Joker's Dugout. That's what it was.
And it's like very lit up.
It was very cool.
It's colorful. The people that were working there were like talking
very nice.
about. They were talking about like something that
game tournaments, I think.
Yeah, something like that involved the theme of their store. Like they weren't just like talking like regular stuff, but like talked about whatever it was.
They were definitely passionate about it. But I think what I'm trying to say is like it's disappointing when places in small towns take away things for the kids, right? That is very disappointing. And even though there is that Joker's Dugout place, you know, Hot Topic is like a brand that's synonymous with youth, right? So you know that you can walk into a Hot Topic and you're going to find like My Hero Academia t-shirts or your t-shirts for your favorite band. Hot Topic even has K-pop stuff now. Like,
nice.
So I think that it's just one of those things where our mall could do better. Because I feel like downtown is more meant for adults, right?
Correct.
The mall is a self-contained place that's air-conditioned. And there's video surveillance, and there's usually a security guard, and parents were able to just, like, at one point, just drop their kids off and be like, okay, be safe, love you, and their kids can hang out. You know, you were saying that you would be dropped off with, like, $20.
Yeah, like, back in the day, $20 got you a long way. Now,
Food.
$20 can only get you a large fries at Chick-fil-A. I mean, not really, but
yeah, I get what you're saying.
You get the message. Like,
yeah,
you can only get so far nowadays, but back then, like, man, let's go to the movies. Cool. Let's get some Chick-fil-A. Cool. I got $5 to spare. What do you want? Want some candy? Cool. Let's go get some candy. And that was it. That was your Friday night, and it was like the best.
Right. So yeah, I mean, obviously we're living in very different times than like the kids these days are living in very different times. But I just wish that there was more effort put into supporting children in this area and giving them an outlet. I don't feel like our community is doing a good enough job with that.
Correct.
So it's our job as the adults, because even though I'm just 21 and Ro is 23, for some reason I always want to say 24. We want to help the children because the next generation is the generation that, like,
we'll take over.
Exactly. So
I mean, we are just
we went from
young,
talking about
dumb adults that some people will see, but we are trying our best to start somewhere.
I mean, I guess, like, what can we say positively about the Lufkin Mall?
It's still running.
It's still running. You can get shoes and clothes, I guess. We talked about, like, we went from talking about a dead mall to, like, how can we help the children?
You can still go to the movies. The movies are still there.
You can still go to the movies. That is an upside. There's a Great American Cookie in the mall and a Chick-fil-A.
Because, like, if the other Cinemark mall is kind of full or you don't want to go to that one, you can easily go to the one of the mall and then just leave the mall and grab some Chick-fil-A. Hey, shout out to like TJ Maxx because they still running.
Oh my God, I feel like TJ Maxx is
go-to.
probably like one of the only reasons why the mall is still open.
TJ and somewhat JCPenney.
Is JCPenney still open? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It was
still
Sears
open.
that closed?
Sears that closed, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Sears for closing, but really sad because I got my tools for like 75% off.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
I mean,
really good.
those big box stores and department stores and whatnot will eventually probably fade into obscurity because of the rise of Amazon and ordering online. But I would like to see some changes at the Lufkin Mall. But yeah, I have really fond memories of it from when I was a little kid. I feel like it was a lot cooler when I was a kid, but then I have to think like, okay, is that just my nostalgia?
Pretty much, I think so. Yeah.
Because when you like are thinking about something like that, sometimes you'll recall it more fondly than it actually was. And when you're a little kid, like everything is cool, right?
All the time, man. All the time, things are cool when you're like. I feel like we walked them on 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
When we were walking,
and we didn't want to stop it anywhere.
Yeah, we're like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Compared to like younger us, they're like, oh man, it took forever to walk the mall.
Because there was like, way more stuff.
Yeah.
You would stop in more stores, but I have no interest in going into Bath and Body Works. Like, I use like unscented stuff because I have sensitive skin.
Shout out to the people that own that little candy thing, the little candy dispensers in the middle of the mall.
Oh my God, those have been there forever.
Pretty much. That's
like
a
the
good
gumball
part.
machines and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah. There was a trick. You would like twist it left a couple of times and then twist it right. And then eventually something came out.
Oh my God.
But they like bulletproofed it now. So it wasn't, you couldn't get like a free gumball anymore.
If you had good experiences at the Lufkin Mall, let us know. If you have any memories of the Lufkin Mall, let us know.
Please.
Tell us what stores you miss from the Lufkin Mall, and tell us what your favorite mall is. Obviously, I haven't been to very many malls in the past year and a half because there's been a pandemic. But like I said, I go to the Deerbrook Mall pretty often, and I enjoy going to it. But if there is a superior mall that you think we should go to, let us know.
Ooh, Mall of America.
Isn't that one like really, really big?
It has its own zip code. We'll put it that way.
Oh my God.
Fun fact.
Thank you. You can find us on Twitter at MR in the morning. That's Mr. in the morning. You can find us on Instagram at Meg and Ro in the morning. Meg and Ro in the morning on Facebook, YouTube, literally wherever podcasts are found. All of the links will be in the description. And remember to share this video with a friend. If you want us to go to a dead mall and talk about it, I guess let us know. I know the Nacogdoches Mall is basically like truly a dead mall.
The only good thing there is Ollie's.
I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll have to do an episode about it. Okay, Ro, any final thoughts about the Lufkin Mall?
Come back. No final thoughts about the mall. But don't forget to use a hashtag MR in the morning.
MR in the morning.
Right there.
Share it with a friend.
And I leave you with this final thought of, not final thought, but final statement. Chick-fil-A statement. Eat more chicken.
Or go vegan.
Or go vegan too.
Shout out to Kayla. Okay, that was great.